Let's play a little round, rapid fire round here of a buy, sell, or hold in the SEC. And obviously, with what's going on right now, Georgia, a precarious lead. They have a lead, 14-7 between the hedges at home against Kentucky. Before today's action, they were minus 130. Now, I think we can boot out Arkansas after their loss today to Auburn. And if you still want to hop in, those numbers are going to be even better for you at 50-1. But really, let's go right to the top. Alabama.
Even money to win the SEC.
Are you kidding me? So my eyes light up because we had Scott Seidenberg on earlier. And Scott's point was a simple one, but I think a really smart one. When we talk about Cincinnati getting to the college football playoff, right? They have to be a big backer of Georgia. Because Scott's point is, Alabama, if they lose 2 games, no 2-loss team has ever made the college football playoff. So are you telling me Nick Saban's actually going to lose 2 games and not get to the college football playoff? To me, there's no way I could back Georgia at minus 130 if Alabama is even money.
Yeah, I mean, I think that if you're going to bet this prop here at BetMGM, Alabama even money would be the way to go. Look, LSU got a nice win today. LSU's defense is not very good.
No.
Kentucky even put up, 42 on them. So what's Alabama going to do? I just don't think there's anybody else in the West. And you know what Jeff Jarrett was saying, and this always sounds absurd when you say that. It's like, oh, it's good to lose a game. Look, it's never good to lose a game, but it's not always the worst thing in the world. And maybe Alabama losing in College Station, keep in mind, that was the first time Nick Saban ever lost to one of his former lieges, his former proteges. Jimbo Fisher got him last Saturday night, but maybe this is the kind of thing that just focuses Nick Saban, where he just has a fire up his you-know-what, and he's like, okay, enough of this you-know-what. We're gonna be Alabama, and we're going to start running through these teams. I don't think there's anybody in the West that can challenge him. They've already got through Ole Miss. Arkansas, I don't know if Arkansas has the defense to stop them. Mm-mm. So, look, Alabama, you're basically taking them even money right there.
Well, they're going to be favored in every game.
Absolutely.
They're going to be favored in every single game.
Now, we'll see how good Tennessee is tonight, because Alabama will get Tennessee. That's an old school, understated rivalry down there in the South. It hadn't been much of one because it's been one way. It's been all maroon or cream and crimson, whatever the Alabama's officials' colors is. Orange and white hadn't been winning that game very often.
Okay, I say that, and I say that normally without even thinking twice about saying Alabama would be favored in every game going forward. But if they are one-loss Alabama against undefeated Georgia in the SEC title game in Atlanta, would they be favored in that game?
Over Georgia?
Mm-hmm.
Over an undefeated Georgia?
See? So, like, there is the one caveat to there's the fly in my ointment. Right? When I go, whoa, if I get plus 100, I'm getting even money. Well, I'll take that because I'll be favored in it. So basically, I'm getting money on Alabama going forward.
Well, it's almost like it's a pick'em right now.
Yes.
Assuming Georgia makes it out of the East there. Right now, today, that's basically what the price would be because it would mirror. There's not going to be much of a discrepancy. So it'd basically be like Georgia pick'em, Georgia -1, Georgia -1.5. That's basically what it is.
So I wonder there, because that's a home game essentially for Georgia, if this in the SEC title game. So I just wonder how that would be baked in, if at all. So even though we might think that Alabama's the better football team, even with the one loss to undefeated Georgia under this hypothetical, because again, we're trying to find the value here before you make your wager here as to who is going to win the SEC. Do you want to lay the 130 with Georgia, or because it really is 2 teams at play here? That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're kidding ourselves if we want to go with some of these long shots. Ole Miss at 40-1. I can't see that cashing. So we're really looking at the 2 top dogs here, minus 130 for Georgia and Alabama even money. So it comes down to that SEC title game in our theory. If it gets there, you now have Alabama today even. You have a money line. That's essentially what you have.
Mm-hmm.
Then you could be looking for the old Wes Reynolds middle. Right? There would be the potential for that.
Because, obviously, let's say Georgia loses to Florida in the cocktail party or loses one of these inexplicable games down the stretch.
Then they're 4 or 5 point underdogs.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I think the only value on that board, essentially, for that, buy, sell, hold for an SEC would be Alabama at even money.
See, these conversations make me feel smarter. See, when we workshop some of these things, we try to project, because that's what you have to do in sports gambling. That's exactly what you have to do. You have to try to figure it out.
We go knee deep in the weeds, man. Like when I was falling out at the CJ Cup at Summit yesterday when Jason Kokrak, we had to back up into the weeds for that angle.
But that's how you find the value. And so that's why I think the value does exist, to your point, that Alabama at even money right now, plus 100, to win the SEC is the right way to wager. And now, again, it doesn't always work out the way that we hypothetically see these pathways going.
But take advantage of the full menu here. And look, obviously shop around in terms of lines to see, okay, what kind of price could I get? Could I get maybe even plus money on Alabama, or is even money the best I'm going to get? So, yeah, that's what you got to do, and you got to be a little bit of speculative. You got to be more of a speculative bettor than a reactionary bettor.
Absolutely right. So we'll see if there's any value there. Again, as these games go on, we do like to talk about it in Heisman Trophy context. When we come back, Dave Miller is going to break it down for us because he has a Heisman vote, I do believe. And we'll see if, wink, wink, Dave can tell us which way he would vote if he had to make that vote today. Come on back. It is Betting Across America right here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network.